All right, we're back. The USA are up 1-0. And thanks to Coco Gauff getting the win, now Fritz, Tsitsipas are heading onto the court. Fritz has had a knee problem all week, or at least he's had a knee issue. He's had two very tough matches as well. Won one, lost one. Tsitsipas had a very tough match in the last round, in the last match against Harris. And this one's interesting because these two players, I feel like they're almost at the same stage of like, maybe not the same stage, but they've both got the same amount of chance of winning the Australian Open, right? I think they're both probably equal chance of winning the AO. And I know Tsitsipas is further down the rankings than Fritz, but I think Fritz winning the AO against Alcaraz and Sinner is maybe Tsitsipas is slightly behind, but they're definitely in the same sort of bracket. If you had to go who's going to win the Australian Open, you'd go this group, and then the second, like they're probably not the seconds, but they're probably in the third tier. Like you'd put Tsitsipas in as like a dark horse pick, right? Along with Fritz, I think he's a dark horse pick as well. So that's where we're at, and it's interesting because both these guys kind of need a win, and especially against each other. Even if Fritz does beat Tsitsipas, it's still a great win. If I have a look at the betting for the Australian Open, so Fritz is behind Fonseca, which is wild. Tsitsipas isn't even. Tsitsipas is way too low. It's Alcaraz, Sinner, and the rest basically. But yeah, I'm surprised that. Maybe I'm not surprised. Maybe I'm not. But anyways, how are we doing, chat? What's up? A multitasking Medvedev stream on Tennis TV, but on silent. No worries. Enjoy playing the violin while you wait, while you're watching. By the way, Towson is down a set and a break. What? Also, Jones, she was winning, and now she's losing against Samsonova, so that's a bit sad. And Medvedev's got break points, about to take the break off Tiafoe, so there you go. Head-to-head between these two? I'm going to guess like 3-2. 3-2 Tsitsipas. Genius. By the way, did the ATP change their website color? I feel like the blue's a little more, like a little richer. I feel like it's not as black as it was. It used to be like a dark navy. It's like a more navy blue. Feels a bit more like a royal blue. I think they've changed the color of their. I know they changed their logo. It feels like they've changed the. They've made it a little bit like turned up the saturation a little bit. Anyways, 3-2 Tsitsipas. They haven't played since 2014 Australian Open, where Fritz won in 4. So it's been a couple of years. And Tsitsipas hasn't beaten Fritz for 4 years. Since 2022 was the last time that Tsitsipas got a win. And it was a 5-set win in Australia. So this will be the third time they've played in Australia. First time at the United Cup, the third time in Australia. All right. Okay. Did I say 2024? What did I say? Yeah, I read 2024. Did I not say 2024? 2024 was the last time they played. Coco might play Swiatek next. Oh, did I say 2014? Whoops. You know what I meant. If 2014, I mean, that's clearly wrong. There's no way they played in 2014 unless they was juniors. The junior Australian Open in 2014. Did they even play? I meant the Junior Australian Open. Can you imagine if they played? I mean, that would be just like the luckiest thing ever. Zverev won that year, 2014, so it was that era. How funny would it be if they played? They didn't even play. Rublev was there. No Fritz, no Tsitsipas. Damn it. Medvedev was there too. Medvedev was there. When did Fritz come on the scene? 2015. Yeah, 2015. Tsitsipas and Fritz played the Australian Open 2015. God, I was close. I was 1 year off. My mistake was 1 year off. And they almost played. They both made the quarterfinals and lost. I was 1 year off. Just, it's fine. Maybe they played in the... Hang on. Did they play in the qualies? 2014 qualies, maybe. I cannot confirm or deny because I don't have the information, but let's just say they did. For fun. Who's going to win the Australian Open? Probably Sinner and Alcaraz. Or Alcaraz. Probably, maybe, obviously. Clearly, yeah. Wow, Towson went down. That's a rough one. Did I push Towson down my list of rank? I think I put her down to like... Didn't I put her down to number... Did I put her down or did I put Noskova down? I think I put Towson down to... What were my rankings? Chat, you watched the video, right? You watched the video. That's why I made it. So you can watch it. Yeah, I had Towson down to 17. Okay, good. Whew. I thought she'd take a backward slide, and week one of the year, she lost. All right, here we go. The boys are back in town. They're ready to go. They're on the court. Tsitsipas' brother applies his sunscreen. I don't know about you, but my brother's never applied sunscreen onto my face. I don't know. Maybe he missed a spot. And he's like, hey, you've got some sunscreen. And he's just helping him out. Just brothers helping each other out. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's like, Steph put the sunscreen on, and then his brother's like, oh no, you missed a spot under your eye. That's what happened. I'm sticking with that story. Why are they showing the flags? What do you mean? Who's showing what? Who's showing... What do you mean who's... By the way, maybe there's up 5-2 against Tiafoe. I'll tell you, chat, we got a lot of people that are fascinated by flags. It's amazing. A lot of people fascinated by countries' flags. It's crazy. I love the enthusiasm around... I'm sure there's a word for it. What is the word for it? Your flag... What's it called? A lot of vexio... What's that word? A lot of vexillologist? A lot of vexiologists in the house. That's the study of flags. A lot of vexiologists. Vexillologists. God, that's a hard word to say. Why do they make it that word? A person who studies flags. Yeah, a lot of vexillologists. It's a funny joke if you know how to say the word. Fritz going to serve first, by the way. Um. All right. Vexillologists. Yeah, I got that right. I said it right the first 5 times. The US advance if Fritz wins. Yes. Raducanu versus Badosa might be interesting. Yeah, we'll probably watch that tomorrow. We haven't got a schedule yet, but that'll be interesting tomorrow. All right. Sabalenka versus Castella. That's tomorrow as well, yeah. First we had a million questions why there was no flags. Now it's reversed. I know, right? It's just a bunch of flag enthusiasts. They're very into it. Hey, look, I love tennis. That's my hobby. I also like art, and I like Lego, and I like games. So, I mean, I like thrifting. Like, they're my hobbies. Some people like, discussing countries' flags, and that's fine too. Like, everyone, we all have hobbies. It's good. More power to you. Don't let people just, if that's your hobby, don't let them bring you down. By the way, it looks stinking hot in Perth, but it's only 27 degrees. Also, in my part of the world, it is 40 degrees, so that's fun. It feels like 41. It's 39. So that's fun. It's going to get to 42 today, which is over 100 degrees, by the way. If you're in America, it's 105 degrees, I think. All right. All right. Fritz to serve. Tsitsipas has to win. Has to win to keep things going. And Fritz wins the first point, 15-love. All right. As we just serve out wide as a fault, second serve. As we have a forehand from Fritz. Into the slice of Tsitsipas. Fritz forehand. Again to the forehand of Steph. Steph in the net. 30-love. Medi won the first set. Nice. What's up? You look down? Do I look down? I was just looking at I was just checking that there wasn't any fire danger around my area because it's a hot day today and I'm just worried about bushfires. So I need to stay updated. That's all I was doing. 40 love. There's a default second serve. Any good Greek players before? Yeah, Pete Sampras. 40 love. Serve to the forehand of Steph. Steph, it's wide. And it's 1 love Fritz. No schedule for Brisbane yet? Okay. Yeah, so Brisbane and Auckland and Brisbane are the two that we need to find this. We get the schedule for those. Probably won't watch United Cup tomorrow just because there's other matches around the country that are a little more around the area that are a lot more, maybe a little bit more important. All right, see you later, DJ. Okay. Let's see what Steph can do on serve. Serve. Into the back end of Fritz. Fritz is wide. 15 love. Love. As Fritz misses the return, 30 love. The servant to the forehand of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. But it was a let, so they're going to serve again. All right, forehand to forehand rally. Slice from Fritz goes in the net. It's 40 love. All right, 40 love. Tsitsipas holds. 1-1. All right. As Fritz comes in with a forehand, Tsitsipas puts up a lob. And then Fritz puts away the smash, 15 love. All right, 30 love. As we return now into the forehand of Fritz. Down the line winner by Fritz. 40 love. What matches are we watching tomorrow? It depends on the schedule. I'm not sure who's playing tomorrow in Brisbane. So we'll have to wait for the schedule tomorrow. Yeah. It's Fritz holds, and it's 2-1. I feel like we're going to get tie breaks, right? It feels like it's going to be... It's not going to be like Grigspor Hurkacz, where it was like fast tie breaks. I feel like we're going to take... It's going to take a while to get to the tie break. We're going to get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, so far they're just holding pretty easily. Okay. As we serve and forehand dominated? Probably, yeah. That's probably what will happen. Okay, 2-1. Tsitsipas wins the point. 15 love. No schedule for Brisbane yet. Yeah, it won't be out for probably another couple of hours. I'm surprised the Auckland schedule hasn't come out yet. All right, 30 love. By the way, Chad, I've been seeing like it makes me sad, kind of. I've been seeing highlights of Federer. God, he was a good player, wasn't he? He was really elegant. The way he played, like it was like no one plays like that. All right, 30-15. Like you can make comparisons for Sinner and Alcaraz for to Djokovic and Nadal, but there's no Federer right now. Like there's no one who compares to Federer. No one. Like there's no like, oh, this guy kind of has the elegance of Roger. Nah. The effortlessness of Roger. No one has that. The shot making of Roger. No one. No one has that complete package. Dimitrov is the only one that's kind of Federer because he's got a similar forehand and one-hand backhand. But even he doesn't have like the... I mean, it's as close as we get to Federer is Dimitrov, but there's no young player that's sort of on that has that, and no one probably ever will because it's Roger. But when I was watching highlights, I was like, holy shit. He was so crazy. Highlights between him and Djokovic and stuff, and I'm like, God damn. How did he hit those shots? All right, 2-0. All right, 2-0 as we had a forehand from Fritz into the back and a Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas in the net. No one has the control of Federer, the racket control. Like, he never looked like he was, like, strained or, like, making... Like, he never made, like... Never looked like he was putting in work. It was just, like... He would just place the racket out wide and the ball would come off the racket. And it's just, like... You know, he didn't take, like, massive cuts at the ball. It was just, like... Just so easy. $15, that goes out by Fritz. Anyways, getting all nostalgic. I'm saying that, too, because Roger's playing... some like Legends doubles thing coming up in next week with Leighton and Rafter and Agassi, so that'll be fun. That'll be a fun little match. 15-0. Is it a forehand from Fritz? The back end of Tsitsipas. Fritz forehand. Again to the forehand of Steph. It's Fritz. Again to the forehand of Steph. But Steph hits it wide on the forehand. And it's 30-15. He never sweat. It was amazing. I know, right? All right, serve again from Fritz. Tsitsipas hits a return long. 40-15. Medi up a break in the second. All right, Medvedev up a set and a break. We might have made the right choice here. All right. 3-2 Fritz. Three to Fritz. Okay. Medvedev with 9 aces already. Nice. He said he does like Fritz. Does like Federer? Nah. Nah. He doesn't have the same control as Federer. He doesn't look like he's as in control as Federer did. Okay. I hope Maddie keeps it up. Yeah, Keys played well yesterday. Are you saying Medi or Maddie? Medvedev or Madison Keys? All right, 3-2. Serving to the backhand is a fault from Steph. Second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Steph. Forehand from Fritz. Into the forehand of Steph is Fritz. The slice of Tsitsipas is Fritz. Backhand again. Backhand from Steph to the backhand of Fritz. Again to the backhand of Steph. Fritz backhand again. Into the backhand of Steph. Fritz with a forehand cross court. Steph gets it with a forehand into the forehand of Fritz. Down the line to the backhand of Steph. Fritz eventually hits it wide. 15 love. By the way, thank you, Hardlock, for following us over on Twitch. How's it going? Do you know where to watch tennis? You can watch it on Tennis TV. You can watch it on Tennis TV. For this match in particular, you can watch it on Tennis TV. All right, 15 all. Hey, Robin, thanks for coming back as a member for 3 months. 15 all. Serving to the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Tsitsipas. The backhand of Fritz is Tsitsipas forehand. Into the forehand of Fritz again. It's Tsitsipas forehand again. The forehand of Fritz. Fritz in the net, though, and it's 30-15. 30-15. $30-15. All right, serve again. All right, first serve of the fault, second serve. As return goes the forehand of Steph. Fritz forehand on the stretch. Tsitsipas forehand goes in the backhand of Fritz. Fritz in the net. 40-15. All right, see you later, Camille. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, Camilla. Thank you for joining us. All right, 3-0. Steph holds. Three all. Fed's backhand improved, however, thanks to Nadal. Yeah, why do we have to do that? We don't need to do that. Just the first part's good. Federer's backhand improved. We don't need to make up reasons why. Let's just appreciate it. Don't have to. It doesn't need to be a reason. Just say the nice thing. And then stop. 3-0. Fritz is making a lot of errors. Love 15. Fritz is making a lot of errors. Love 15. That forehand was not even close. Serves let. All right, back in from Tsitsipas. As Fritz goes to the forehand of Tsitsipas, the forehand of Fritz. Back in from Steph again to the forehand of Fritz. It's Steph. Another forehand into the forehand of Fritz. And Steph gets the point, and he's got love 30 now. Fritz overhit it. All right. As Tsitsipas gets a love 40. Fritz struggling. Love 40. Tsitsipas breaks. Fritz made another error. Okay. Tsitsipas with the break early. Okay. Okay. All right, Steph breaks. 4-3. It's 42 degrees in Victoria. Yep. Yeah, Fritz has come out here, made so many errors. Really struggling. I don't know if he's making the errors because of the knee or if he's making the errors just because he's just not playing well at this point. He's had a tough start to this tournament. Yeah, sloppy errors. Yeah, exactly. Which, for somebody who doesn't really give that many... Doesn't give that many free points away. He's not somebody to like, you know, make many errors anyway. Or he's not somebody that, like, throws points away. And he keeps another error there. 15 love. Hey, Dutchy, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. No, nice serve from Steph. That time 30 love. As we return now to the forehand of Steph. Steph hits that one in the net. 40. Oh, sorry, 30-15. All right, Tsitsipas 40-15. Good serving again. Good hitting. Steph holds. Again, good serving. Tsitsipas 5-3. How was the year in review with other commentators? Was it fun? Yeah, it was great fun. Always have fun jumping on and chatting with... chatting on the Quality Shot YouTube channel. It's good fun. It's nice to talk the year in review with and hearing other people's how they saw the year. You know, that's what I like about it. You know, I don't watch much YouTube tennis YouTube stuff. But yeah, so it's like you know, I'm always talking to you guys, so it's nice to hear other people's perspective on the year. And see if how much of it we saw the same way or differently, you know, because there's some things that I might have missed, you know, and it's fun. Like it's really good. I enjoy it. All right, Fritz 30-15 as he tries to hold. Big foe's done. Medvedev double break now. All right. Well, we might have picked the right match. Medvedev serving for the match over against Tiafoe. So it looks like we haven't missed out on anything over there. We'll watch Medvedev if he keeps winning. Tsitsipas with a lovely passing shot, 30-all. Whereas Tsitsipas beating Fritz, that's a huge deal. Big deal for both of them. All right. 30-all. Tsitsipas goes to the backhand of Fritz. Slice from Steph. It's Fritz to the backhand again. The forehand of Steph. Into the forehand of Fritz. And Tsitsipas forehand again is a drop shot. Oh, it's too good. Tsitsipas 30-40. Set point. Lovely drop shot. $30-40. To take the first set. As Fritz too good on the serve, and we get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. It's Fritz with another good serve advantage. Fritz. Serve again. Into the back end of Tsitsipas. That goes wide. All right, Fritz holds, but Steph's going to serve for the set. Hey, what's going on, Cody? How you doing? Medi looks so handsome. Yeah, I saw his new, he's got like a very formal haircut. Medi won, by the way. Good timing. Medvedev gets a win. Yeah, he has a very formal, very professional haircut. Very, like, it looks like he's going to a business meeting. Maybe Tsitsipas is improving his game after parting with Badosa. Next question. Massive confidence boost for Steph early if he still belongs. Yeah, I mean, he's better than his ranking. Like, he should be top 20 minimum, Tsitsipas. Like, he shouldn't be outside the top 30. That's not accurate. New look Medi is going to get in the going to do great in the AO. I hope so. Oh, it's Medvedev's daughter's first birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Noskov is getting destroyed. Man, it's just that kind of week, isn't it? Is it just me, or does it seem like it's been a really long time since Tsitsipas had a good win? I hope so today. Yeah, let me have a look. Because now, why not jinx him while he's ahead? All right, fine. I'll take the blame if he loses. So the last time Tsitsipas beat someone in the top... We'll go top 20 because he's probably hasn't beat a top 10 guy for a while. So last year... He got 0 top 20 wins. His best win last year was actually beating FAA in the final of Dubai. So it's been over a year since he's beat a top 20 guy. 2024, he beat Sinner in Monte Carlo. At the end of 2024, he beat... So he hasn't beaten a top 20 guy since beating Baez at the Olympics. So it's been a while. top 20 win. He has beaten top 30 guys, but he hasn't beaten someone in the top 20 since the Olympics. And he hasn't beaten a top 10 guy since beating Sinner and Rude in Monte Carlo 24. But Steph was he was around like number 12 in the world at the time. So it's been a while since he's had a win like this. Nearly about 18 months. Yeah. He hasn't. It's been a while. It's been a while. All right, here we go. 30-15. Sinner win doesn't count. Anyway, Tsitsipas hits it out. 30-0. It worked, chat. You did it. You asked me a question and he started losing. See? Told you there's a curse, chat curse. Always has been. It's never my. I didn't do nothing. 30-0. And as with a serve down the tee, the backhand of Fritz return. Into the forehand of Steph. Fritz with the forehand again to the forehand of Tsitsipas. Here's a drop shot. Fritz can't get it. Tsitsipas has hit two beautiful drop shots. 40-30. Amazing drop shot. Like, just great. Like, just smart or rep. All right. 40-30. I'm going to show you why it was good, chat. As the return goes into the forehand of Steph. Forehand from Fritz sliced. Steph. With the forehand cross court. Fritz gets it back. Steph with the backhand. Fritz is there with his backhand. And Steph backhand again. To the backhand of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. Tsitsipas takes the first. 6-4. So Fritz, by the way. So Tsitsipas did this, right? So Steph's down here. He hits it out here. He makes Fritz sort of return from way back here. Can you see that? You can see that. All right. So he pushes Fritz way, like, back behind the court. Way out. And then he just goes like this and puts it right here. Like, that's how you do a drop shot. You don't have to, like, Tsitsipas doesn't have the greatest disguise in the world, because that's part of drop shots too, right? Having a bit of a, like, tricking your opponent, right? But if your opponent's here and you hit a decent drop shot here, it's Alex Demon or, Carlos Alcaraz, they might get to it. But Fritz got to about here. He started running. He got to here and he's like, I'm not going to make it. It didn't have to be amazing because of what he did here. He set it up so well. So that's a key to the drop shot. You don't want to hit a drop shot when your opponent's here because they're just going to go, thank you, and then put it away. Like, that's what was so good about that drop shot. The execution, by the way, was perfect too. He didn't have a bad drop shot either. It was a great. He didn't need to hit it that good, and it would have still been a winner. But it was the shot before that pushed Fritz so far away out of court, and then also the thinking, because Steph, he would have thought, if I push this guy into the corner, I'm going to make him go for a drop shot. Just great, like that. Just a great drop shot. Great drop shot. And again, it didn't have to be like, he didn't have to make it like, trick Fritz into, he was always going to hit a drop shot. Fritz probably knew that, but he was too far away to get close to it, right? He was too far away. It was, it was over. He's done it twice now in this match, Tsitsipas as well. Great tactics by Steph. It might not work against Alcaraz, and Fritz might have a knee issue, so it helps. It makes it, it helps. But again, just to be able to play that is so smart from Steph. At 30-all as well. I mean, again, you got to think of the timing of it as well. 30-all when you've got the break, you've been winning the entire time pretty much. You've been the better player, and then to do it at that point and execute, that's clutch. That is clutch. All right, 6-4, first set, Steph. Keeping Greece in this. Coach Cam unlocked, yeah. I gotta get my coach's hat. I gotta get a coach's hat. A hat that just said coach. I'll just draw with the word coach on it. All right, Fritz comes in there, puts it away, 15 love. Any replacement for Fritz in the team? Yeah, I think Mackenzie McDonald's playing. They could have put him in, but Fritz obviously isn't. Pardon me. He isn't sore enough that he can't do anything. He feels like he can still play. So Otherwise, if he was incapable of playing, then they would have changed it. But 40 love. Oh, Tsitsipas is winning the long rallies as well. Anything over 5 shots, Steph's winning. As a bit of serve now from Fritz into the net. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Steph. It's Fritz backhand. Again, the back of Steph. Fritz forehand cross court goes in, and Tsitsipas hits it long. How did Fritz get that in? He says sorry for shanking it. All right. 1 love. 1 love in the second. Poland swept? Yeah. Demon chased down a drop shot similar to that, and then he hit a winner. Yeah, but that's to be expected from Demon. Demon or Hurkacz, very fun match on Friday night. Very intriguing match on Friday night. All right, Tsitsipas to serve. 1 love Fritz in the second. Tsitsipas good serve, 15 love. All right. 15 love. He's got a forehand from Tsitsipas. Fritz with the backhand goes wide. Again, Steph's forehand's working very well today. There's a fault from Steph. Second serve. Second serve. There's a return off the tape by Fritz. Tsitsipas hits it in the net. A little bit unlucky, Tsitsipas. All right. 30-15. There's a bit of forehand now from Fritz into the forehand of Tsitsipas. Fritz backhand. Steph with a volley. Too good. God, Tsitsipas is playing. He's all right. 40-15. Like, what the hell? Where's this guy been for the last 12 months? I know he had a back problem and coaching, coaching disruptions. Where the hell's this guy been? (40-15). First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. It's 1-all. 1-all. Yeah, it's 40 degrees in Melbourne right now. It's 40 degrees right now. So that's fun. Hey, thank you, Dutchie. Oh, really? That's weird. Um, Interesting. Ah, 30 love. 40 love. It's Fritz with a forehand. Is a winner, and it's 2-1 Fritz in the second. I just need Brisbane. I can sleep. Yeah, that should be coming out soon. Did you see Steph was contemplating retirement? Yeah, I did hear him say that. Yeah, it's. I mean, it would have been sad if he did. Really. It would have been sad had he have retired. Because he's still got something left. I don't think he's finished yet. He's still, it doesn't feel like Steph's career is done. Yeah, he's still you could argue that he's he's in his prime, even though he's not playing like it, but like right now is should be his best years. What did he actually say? Let me get his quotes. He did have a serious back problem, so it wasn't like he just had a sore back. It was, So yeah, this is what Tsitsipas said in the press conference earlier this week. There were phases during the year where I was asking myself, why am I doing this? And why am I putting myself through so much pain? Pain is not an enjoyable thing when you're an athlete, and especially when it keeps coming back and reverting constantly. I got really scared after my US Open loss with my back because I just couldn't walk for 2 days. When things like that happen, you start considering the future of your career. So he technically didn't say the words retirement. He was considering the future of his career. So he didn't use the word retirement, but still, I mean, contemplating your future is saying retirement without saying the word. But yeah, that's. I mean, there's a lot of players, like back injuries happen in tennis for sure. And also they're not an easy fix. 15-0. Like, it's not just like rest and you'll be fine. It's okay. It's a little more complicated than that. Yeah. So hopefully he's okay, so that we can he can fulfill more of his potential, because he's got more to do. I think he's still got more to do. As he hits a 4-1 winner, and it's 30-15. All right, 30-15. As with a 4-4 rally, and that goes out by Steph. 30-all. Uh-oh. 30-all. A chance for Fritz to maybe get the break here. As the return goes out. Oh no, it goes in! Tsitsipas left it! And it landed on the line. Breakpoint Fritz, 30-40. He thought it was out. And he left it. $30-40. 7 to the back of Fritz. Return goes in, but it's a let. $30-40. All right, serve again. Into the back end of Fritz. Return goes to forehand to Tsitsipas. Fritz with a forehand pass. Just goes wide. We get the deuce. Back to deuce. Is it a forehand rally? Fritz again to the forehand of Tsitsipas. Fritz to the backhand. Tsitsipas with a volley. Fritz puts up a lob. But it goes wide. Advantage Tsitsipas. Advantage Steph to level this. Set. All right, serve. Out wide. Too strong. 2-0. Steph survives. Auckland schedule's out. Thank you. All right. Ready for summer? I'll tell you what, we need rain in Australia. That's what I want. I want it to rain. I want it to be a wet winter. I feel like we haven't had a good rain. Like, we had 3 days of rain, which broke my air conditioner, but fried my aircon. But still, we need more rain. As Fritz gets the 30 love. Thanks for the coverage. No worries, Steve. Thanks for joining. It's currently 40 degrees outside. God damn. That is not healthy. Pound's going to get a 44 today. Anyways, Fritz, 40 love. $40 love. Serving the corner, Steph. Steph hits it out. 3-2. Fritz holds. Stays in front. 44 is insane. Yeah. It is brutal. Okay. Three, 2 Fritz. We'll surely get some rain during the Australian Open. No, I don't think so. I mean, we need like days of rain. I don't think it's going to be in summer. Okay. All right. You look stressed? I'm always stressed. I live in a constant stressed out. Stress is normal. Korda Lehechka starting. That'd be a good match. Korda, the defending champion of Brisbane, right? 3-2 Fritz. You look relaxed? Okay. Fair enough. Wait, sorry, did I say Korda? I meant Lehechka. Sorry, Lehechka, right? Not Korda, sorry, Lehechka. I'm reading one word and saying another. I'm looking at Lehechka and I'm saying Korda because my brain and my mouth are not connected. 15 love. Super Mario Galaxy keeps me sane. I might have to play that, Leon. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I'm waiting for it to come on sale so then I can buy it. I can buy it. 15 love. Now he's going to backhand now to the forehand of Fritz. Tsitsipas backhand to the backhand of Fritz. Into the backhand of Tsitsipas. Fritz backhand to the forehand of Fritz. Tsitsipas forehand for Fritz again. Tsitsipas backhand to the forehand of Fritz. And Fritz hits it long. 30 love. It's such an epic game. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to have to get it. Maybe that's what I'll do. By the way, the point kept going. That was like the French Open final all over again. I looked away because the point was not over. And Tsitsipas won it anyway, so it's fine. It is 30 love. 30 love. Who wins the doubles in this tie if Tsitsipas wins this match? 40 love. Hey, Kathy, what's up? Probably America. I mean, America would be the favorites, right? Zachary, Tsitsipas, Gauff, and Harrison. So Tsitsipas, Zachary did play against Japan, but they didn't play against Great Britain. They didn't need to. Zachary and Tsitsipas both won their matches, so it'll be the first time that Tsitsipas and Zachary will have to play to, and they will play. There's no way that they wouldn't put, like they're not going to put the second. They're going to put like unfortunately for Greece, the number 2 players for men and women are a lot further behind than Tsitsipas and Zachary. You got to put Tsitsipas Zachary in. Otherwise, you're just throwing it away. Gauff, Harrison have won both their matches in straight sets. Tsitsipas holds 3-all. So Gauff, Harrison would be the team, and Tsitsipas, Zachary. I feel like that's pretty even. Hey, Kathy, thank you for the 45 months. Appreciate it. If like fun but a challenge, that's the one. Well, I definitely like a fun challenge. It's very challenging. I look, I'll get it. Sold. All right, 3-0. Tsitsipas backhand in the net on the return. 15 love. Close, but the USA prevail, you reckon? Okay. All right, 30 love. Serving to the back end of Steph. Steph shanks it wide. 40 love. Love. And another good serve. All right, Fritz holds 4-3. He stays up in this one. All right. What else is going on? Anything else happening? Noskova 6-5 against Frere. Lehechka and Quarter have just started. There's challenges a challenger in Canberra happening at the moment. What is that match? What is that tournament? I know Fonseca won it last year. What's that challenger event in Canberra doing? Any young players playing that we should be taking notes? If it was in Melbourne, I might go to it. But it wasn't. Oh, Lievich is playing that event. Okay. Capriva, Nishikori. Oh, the Norwegian kid was playing. He lost first round. He was playing, though. Lievich played. Or was playing. Nadi. Jarry was playing as well. They all lost. Most of them lost. All right. Cool. Okay. 4-3 Fritz in the second. Forehand down the line to the backhand of Fritz. Backhand from Steph. Into the backhand of Fritz. It's Steph with a forehand cross court. Fritz gets it. Goes down the line to the slice of Steph. Fritz slice. Drop shot in the net. 15 love. Bloksh is playing. Yeah, he played as well. He was playing. Is that how you say it? Bloksh? No, 15 love. Serve is a double fault from Tsitsipas. 15-0. And Steph serves an ace. 30-15. Steph serves another fault, second serve. All right. 30-0. Tsitsipas with a great serve, 40-30. To level this second set. Good serve again. Return goes in the form of Steph. Backing it from Fritz down the line. Steph with a volley winner. Great angles by Tsitsipas. 4-all. Four. All right, 15 love. That goes out in the return. As we just serve is a let from Fritz. Is this the Greek Renaissance? Maybe. Return, nope. That's a fault from Fritz, second serve. As Fritz hits a lovely winner, 30 love. Love. As that forehand goes wide by Fritz. 30-15. As Fritz serves in the back of Steph. Slice return. Nope. Serve again. 30-15. And an ace out wide, apparently. All right. Tsitsipas had a long look at it, but Hawkeye said it was on the line. 40-15. As Fritz serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Steph. Fritz backhand goes long. 40-30. Uh, 40-30. Fritz to stay in front in the second set. By the way, Chad, I'm looking at an ad for cars. I couldn't imagine spending $40,000 on a car. Anyways, Fritz holds 5-4. I don't know, like that sounds ridiculous to me. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. I look at that and I'm like, why would you throw away $40,000 to buy a brand new car? That sounds ridiculous. I don't understand. Why do I not understand? What's wrong with me? 40K is cheap? Yeah, but like, what's wrong with me though? Like, I mean, I look at that and I'm like, I'll just get a $5,000 car and I'll save the 35 for something else, like a holiday. I'll go away or do something else, you know. That's so much. That's too much. I'd rather get a secondhand, like something reliable. But it's crazy, man. Anyways. I spent $3.5 million on my Bugatti. I mean, look. I'm not going to question that. All right, 5-4. Fritz with the lead. Tsitsipas going to serve to stay in the set. We are shopping now. Nothing is wrong with you, Cam. Okay. I just don't see the I don't see. I don't understand. I don't understand. Bought a cheap car and bought a property instead. Best decision ever. Nice, Elaine. I don't know. All right. 5-4. Tsitsipas serving to stay in the set. Steph hit the forehand long. Love 15. As Tsitsipas serves again. Love 15. Backhand from Fritz goes in the net. 15-all. Tsitsipas serves another fault. Or a let, sorry. He serves a let. All right, 15-all as Steph serves a fault second serve. Serving to the corner, Fritz. Good return. Steph gets it back. Fritz backhand. Into the corner, Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas in the net. 15-30. Oh, no. So close to the finish line, Steph. 15-30. And Steph with a great serve. 30-all. Serve down the tee. Here's another fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand, Fritz. Return goes to the forehand, Steph. Fritz gets the point. He's got a set point. 30-40. 30-40. Tsitsipas has been playing well. I mean, Fritz has been playing worse than Steph's playing well, but Steph has been solid until now. All right, 30-40. Serve out wide is an ace. That's clutch. That's clutch. Deuce. Perfect from Steph that time. All right. As Fritz hits in the net of return, but I think it was called a let. It's called a let. As Steph serves another let. Noskova's got a left thigh injury. Oh, no. 7 to the back of Fritz. Return goes into the forehand of Tsitsipas. Fritz forehand goes wide, and it's advantage Steph. Advantage Tsitsipas. As he serves a fault. Second serve. So far, chat, what's been upset of the year? Was Coco losing the upset of the year so far? Steph goes down the line to the forehand of Fritz. Fritz in the net, and we get to 5-all. What's been upset of the year so far? I'm just trying to think. Who's been the most surprising loss? Coco losing to Monero. Was that the shock? Probably, right? Fritz losing to Baez? I feel like Coco, after what Coco did on the first match, you thought they're like, oh, she's playing great. She won like, what, 2-1? And then losing in the second match like that, 6-love in the third, I think it's probably going to be that, right? Osaka and Zverev? Yeah, maybe. I mean, they lost to former top 10 players, though. Whereas Gauff Gauff looked fine in the first match, and then all of a sudden she just completely dropped in the second. FAA? Yeah, okay. Berg's beating FAA, maybe. His forehand goes out by Fritz, 15-0. I think shock value, probably Gauff for me. Hurkacz beating Zverev was just like good for Hurkacz, right? Baez beating Fritz, pretty shocking. Maybe that's been the upset on the men's side. So it's the Americans losing has been the upset. All right, forehand for Fritz in the net. Wow, that had no power. 15-30. Yeah, FAA said he was sick. Yeah. See, I think when players like Osaka losing to Sakari, Osaka said she wasn't feeling well. Fritz lost to Baez, but he said his knee was bothering him. Gauff lost, and there was nothing wrong. Like, she didn't have anything wrong, so she lost. Fair and square. There was no, I wasn't, I was in pain. So that feels like the biggest upset, because Gauff was okay. She just wasn't playing well. Back into the forehand rally. Steph, 15-30 here. Chance to get the break for him to serve this match and keep Greece alive. Backhand again. Into the back of the Fritz. Tsitsipas backhand down the line. Goes long. 30-0. All right, 30-all. As the return goes to forward to Fritz, Tsitsipas backhand. Fritz again to the forward to Steph. Fritz forehand in the nets. Breakpoint Tsitsipas. 30-40. To take the break and serve of the match. 30-40. Remember, Tsitsipas hasn't beaten a top 10 guy for over 18 months. And he hasn't beaten a top 20 guy for about the same amount of time. Long time since he's got a win like this. As that return goes into the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Steph. Into the forehand of Fritz, who hits it wide, and there it is. Break for Tsitsipas. He's going to serve to get his best win by ranking in a long time. Dubai last year was the last time he beat a top 20 guy, I think. Is that what I said earlier? Did I say that earlier? Dubai final where he beat Felix. That was the last time he took out a top 20 guy. Top 10? It's been even longer. Did I get that? I feel like I fucked that up. Is that what I said earlier? No, it was... What was the Olympics involved? Why were the Olympics involved? See, last time he beat a top 20 guy was... Oh, no, sorry. FAA wasn't... Sorry, no. Last time he beat a top 20 guy was the Olympics. Last time he beat a top 10 guy, I'm thinking last year was 2024. So it's been, like, nearly a year and a half. Wait, that's 18 months. It's been nearly... So the Olympics was 18 months ago. Okay. I'm getting confused because, like, 2026 is not a real number. Okay. Anyways, it'll be a big win, and he hasn't had one for a while. Yeah, Baez at the Olympics. Yeah, that's what I'll... Yeah, okay. His last good win was probably Dubai final. All right, 6-5. Let's see if he can finish the job, though. All right, 400 from Steph goes wide, love 15. Love 15. Serve again. Steph serves a fault, second serve. Serving to the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Tsitsipas. Cross-court winner. Beautiful. 15-all. As the return goes back into Tsitsipas. Back in now from Fritz. As Tsitsipas backhand again at the back of Fritz. Tsitsipas with the forehand down the line. Fritz slices it in the net. Good hitting by Tsitsipas. 30-15. $30-15. Two points away. Quarter breaks. Lehechka, nice. As Tsitsipas serves again. 2 points. To send it to the doubles in this first quarterfinal of the United Cup. Not only is he going to win this, but straight sets would be like that's a great effort. As with a forehand from Tsitsipas, cross-court winner again. All right, match points for Tsitsipas. I tell you, this is a bad start to the year for Fritz, and an amazing start for Tsitsipas. Steph serves. Into the back of Fritz. Return goes in the forehand of Steph. Steph in the net, 40-30. Thanks, Deb. $40-30. Serve out wide from Steph. Slice goes back. Bounce smash from Steph. And he gets the biggest win that he's had in a long time. And he doesn't even celebrate. He just looks at the Greece camp. He's like, I got it. We got this. We're going to win this tie. He's not even thinking about winning this match. He's like, no, job's not done. Job's not done. Now he's going to have to play some doubles, Tsitsipas. But man, what a win. No celebration from Steph. He knows that, like, he's like, I'm not here to win a match against a top 10 guy for the first time in a fucking long time. It's about winning this for Greece. Huge win personally, but he's a team man. Steph's like, we got to play doubles, Maria. We got to get to the doubles. Let's go play doubles. Let's win this thing. I don't care what I just did. Let's win. Fritz could have been 0-3 to start the year. He was lucky he got a win against Munar. But man, rough start for Fritz. And Steph, he's 3-0. I mean, he's undefeated this year. All right. Great win by Steph. And he's kept Greece alive. He's kept them going. Good start. Yeah, great start from Tsitsipas. I mean, what a start. Also, Korda just won the first set against Lehechka. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, Tsitsipas. Yeah, I love that reaction from Steph. Not, not celebrating what, how big of a win that was personally for him, right? He knows, he's like, I'm happy I won, but also like we got to do some other stuff. We got to win the doubles first, then we'll celebrate. Maybe Tsitsipas needed the team environment to take the personal pressure off, maybe. But the pressure was on so much though in that match because he had to win, to stay in it, 90s kids, Steph and Mehdi are back. I'm glad I didn't jinx Steph with my first set question. That's all right. All right, we're going to sign off though. We'll be back tomorrow. Schedule's still not out yet for Brisbane, but yeah, we'll be watching some Brisbane tomorrow. Probably won't watch United Cup unless later in the day. I don't know. But we'll probably be going to Brisbane and hanging around, going back to Auckland as well. So that's the plan tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out. Hopefully the doubles is exciting. Demonor has injuries. Where'd you find that out? Who knows? No, he won. He won easily yesterday. Why would he have an injury? Why would you make that up? Where'd you read that? Tsitsipas could be a tough low seed at the Australian Open. Yeah, it could be a third round matchup for Alcaraz or Sinner, which might be interesting. It's good to see Hurkacz and Tsitsipas and Medvedev all playing well again, In Brisbane, who are we going to watch? I don't know yet. Oh, you said Djokovic, not Demon. Okay, yeah. Djokovic, I mean, he just wanted to delay his start to the year, but whatever that means. So, yeah, not sure. We've got Sabalenka playing tomorrow. Raducanu. So, yeah, I'm not sure yet. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Big win for Steph. He gets it done in straight sets against Taylor Fritz, 6-4, 7-5. And he is now going to go play some doubles to keep Greece in this tournament and knock out the defending champions, America. USA are the defending champions. And Steph gets his biggest win for a long time. It's been a long time since he got a top 10 win. And a long time since he got a good, solid win like that. He might be back if the back is not hurting. Maybe he'll make a comeback. But Greece, they're still alive. I'll see you tomorrow.